All right, y'all. Hello. Happy witching hour. Happy full moon. I know I didn't play my normal music because I don't plan on being here that long. Boy, I got to tell you, it is some insane, mentally ill people that are in this world. Oh my goodness. In case y'all wondering what I'm chewing on, I'm eating pancakes and drinking a big tall glass of whole milk. Because I have been working out. And in order to get some gains, I've been eating a lot of carbs. Okay. Um, I wanted to come and talk about one of the stalkers in particular. I mean, they're all trying, like all of them, it seems like to me, not all, maybe not all of them, but yeah, I'd say all of them are trying to keep some kind of connection with me or trying to form one. I've got my own theories about that. But this one, he is extra mentally ill, obviously on some kind of drugs, as well as very, very delusional. Am I creeped out by it? Not anymore. I mean, it is disgusting when you think about it. When you think about what plots and schemes they had and carried out, the one person that was linking me to that group of people, I moved 1,000 miles away from that person, have moved on, literally have moved on. Like, y'all wouldn't believe how much I've moved on. Literally have moved on. But the one person linking us, it that was still linking us, the way he threw me under 10 fucking buses and violated me in such a evil, deplorable, disgusting way. Any decent person would say, okay, let me leave this woman alone. Nope, this one stalker, he just keeps going. Doesn't matter what the truth is. I mean, I have heard of and been through with the other one. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I've heard of dudes crashing out like that if you've met them or went out on a date with them. But this one stalker, I've never even met him. Have told him we're going on what 10 years. I even have videos on the Real Witches of the South channel where I'm rejecting him back then. Just literally have been rejecting him for have never ever ever just was nice to him. That's it. Kind of flirty. Just I don't do that anymore. Obviously, you cannot do that. Mm-mm. This dude is sick. He is in a full-fledged delusion. Was live on YouTube tonight. And you know what's crazy is that he knows that. How do you? This is what baffles me. How do you know the truth at the same time, but at the same time you're still gonna try to make it look so? It's almost like being two different people at the same time. I know the truth. However, I'm gonna front. And the bottom line is the reason why he fronts and tries to claim me, literally comes on here and tries to claim me, is because he knows that he is a disgrace and he's a shameful person and he's an embarrassment. And he wants to try to make himself look better. Ultra thirsty and desperate for validation. I don't know why his woman can't validate him. It's weird. He literally came on here like about an hour ago and said, I don't date black women. I'm like, So this is the story that he came up with years ago, right? Literally, this dude came on here. He's a deadbeat, right? Don't take care of his kids, don't work, not successful. So he comes to YouTube. I think this was probably about 2016 or 2017. And he announces that he's not dating black women anymore, right? And so literally what he got from me was crickets. Like, I said nothing, but I don't think any other women said anything, but he gets it. I don't think he gets it confused. I think it's all a setup. I'm not sure. It's weird. That's just like when he was talking about how people are using his woman as thumbnails, and then but he's talking about me. I don't use your woman as a thumbnail. His woman is a troll that trolled me and pretended to be a fucking client. It's really weird. It really, and what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to keep speaking the truth over and over and over and over again? I'm not. I am not. Like, the way I feel it is that at this point, unless you're mentally ill, you shouldn't even pay attention to it. This dude has been going through the same scenario over and over and over again. Like, I'm talking about 3-4 times a week for 10 years straight. I'm surprised he ain't run and jumped in front of some traffic yet. The shit is weird. Like, why does this dude keep trying to claim me? Because he needs validation. But yet, I'm unattractive and I don't look good and I'm not worth nothing. But yet, explain to me how that works. You're desperate for a person's validation, but they ain't nothing to you. That don't even go together. It's very weird. It is. It's very weird. And you know what? The dude that I did actually date is so sick in DL that he fed off of that situation. Like, these are some of the worst black men that I have ever seen in my entire life. Absolutely diabolical, disgusting, low-lifed garbage. In a full-fledged delusion. And you know what? Years ago, y'all, he tried to invite himself to my house, right? See, I wasn't necessarily giving a damn about that sector then either. There was one particular time he tried to invite himself to my house. And I literally just told him, I said, look, I said, I'm not interested in you like that. And he fucking lost it. And got worse and worse and worse every single day. angry, upset. If I would have known that we would still be talking about this almost 11 years later, I would have recorded that conversation. I'm sure he hasn't recorded. He's never going to play it. Then right after that, he was trying to get in he tried to break into my PayPal account, because what he did was he said, "You bitch, I'm getting ready to roast you." I was like, I don't give a damn. Do what you got to do. He goes live. Jamila won't let me come over to her house because she broke. So you know what? At the time, I had like 11,000 in my bank, right? I had 11,000. I think I had like 11, 12,000 in my PayPal. And I sent him a screenshot. I said, I'm just not interested in you. Later on that night, I got weird login attempts to my PayPal. Mm-hmm. Just the worst people possible. I mean, you would think that he would have taken the hint when I actually met up with somebody else, even though I shouldn't have met up with him either. No, he immediately goes to this other chick that was stalking me, who's now deceased, unfortunately. Went to her and hurried up and met up with her. And it just has been how do you not live a real life to that capacity? He really honestly thought that he could use the other dude's desolate, desperate, evil, diabolical, narcissistic behavior to feed off of that. You know what I'm saying? To try to, and it's like, it does not work. You are just an obsessed stalker that won't stop talking about me. It's very astounding. What is amazing and astounding about it is for a person to be that mentally ill to continue that behavior well over 10 years, to continue, like I'm saying, to keep going. And who are you trying to convince? Because we all know, everybody in this world knows that if these people wouldn't say anything about me, nothing to me, they would, I literally would never have anything to say. Never, never have anything to say ever. This dude mentions me every single day. He is online talking about me, and for some reason somebody told him that that made him look like a player. He a player for real, right? Is what somebody convinced him. And it is because years ago he got with two females that was stalking me. One of them, I just can't fathom. And this is one of the reasons why I be telling white girls, I'm like, you may be weak to that black man, you're weak for him. Black women in the black community, and again, I consider myself to be Native American. I'm going to keep saying it until these dudes stop looking at me as a black girl, because that's one of the reasons why they keep stalking. I'm sorry, guys, I gotta say it, but this is one of the reasons why I can't stand it. And it's not, you know what, I am all for love. I am for any interracial relationship, whether or not you're a black person, a black dude dating a white person. So I'm good with love. But these white women that he deals with are very weak, because as a melanated woman, we obviously has have rejected them. And it started with his baby mama. If you guys have been following this whole debacle, a lot of y'all know that it almost started off as him trying to use me as sort of a surrogate for his baby mama. because he was upset with his baby mama for throwing him out of the house. I'm not sure how people found out about that. I think that he likes to think of himself as a celebrity. And I think that that's how all of his business ends up out in Front Street. His baby mama threw him out. So these white women, which I don't have anything against white women, okay, as a whole, but they are weak. They are weak to me. Not all white women. I'm not saying all white women are weak. I got a couple of them in my coven. Okay, so no, I'm not saying that they're all weak, but I'm saying those particular white women are weak because you're basically, first of all, you using this desperate black man to stalk me, right? That's what you're doing. You're using a desperate black man that doesn't have enough sense or self-respect to not do anything else except for commit crimes on the internet. Okay. The black community has already rejected this black man. He has been rejected and told to get the hell on by most black women are not interested. Why would a black woman be interested in an abuser? Why would a black woman be interested in a man that cannot help support her? Why would a black woman be interested in somebody like that? Right? Most white women aren't. And these weak white women that he has going on with him, it's like, what are you doing, sis? What are you doing? You're the one that's weak. I'm not the one that's weak. You're making him get me fucked up because I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up on this shit like on some for real shit. I have so many fucking spirits that will fucking take this dude down. Will take them all down. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all about being stalked. I'm not worried about this dude flipping out, doing something. I ain't worried about none of that. But the point of it is that you need to get your man. No black women over here, no Native American women over here, no white women over here are interested in that loser. And why aren't you enough? Why aren't you good enough? Why does he have to claim me specifically? I'm not even the one that even says anything to him. I mean, I'm talking about all these black women, and I know why the black women that do panels on him, why they do it. Some of them, they're not very good people either. That's the whole thing. You can't really. There's no honor amongst thieves. You know what I'm saying with those people. But at least at the end of the day, I know for a fact that they respond to him. A lot of the black women that are dealing with this dude, they respond to him because because he lies and he does genuinely stalk people. Now granted, those black women, a few of them especially, few of them are stalking me currently. A few of them were actually stalking my child, my baby, a little boy. So we all know what kind of women those are, okay? It's just the point. Here's what I've been wondering. Do these people really believe, do the stalkers really believe that the world sees them how they want them to see them? Because they don't. You know how they see you? All of you. Just as sick stalkers. That's it. They just see you as sick stalkers. Hold on, y'all. Hold on real quick. I'm back. Oh, I lost my train of thought as to what I was about to say because I got kind of interrupted. Oh, yeah. Nobody sees these people as entertainers or comedians or rappers or talented. All they see is you stalking people. And they're wondering, well, some people are, they already know, but there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, our judicial system is shit. Because why aren't these people in jail? I would say that probably 80 to 90% of the people that are aware of this group of people's existence literally have no faith in the judicial system anymore, because it makes absolutely no sense that these people still have their freedom. That's a fact. Just I mean, it's been an over, and the fact that they're still doing it, it doesn't matter if they're not doing what they did before. It's just the point that you're still trying to make contact. And I'm not talking about just talking shit. I'm talking about tagging you in posts. I'm talking about looking for you. It just, it's very bizarre. It really is. And harassing people's family. These people should be in jail, and it kind of makes you wonder. It does. But really what it is just that they've slipped through the cracks. But you only get away with it for so long. When it's time for the chickens to come home to roost, they're going to come home to roost. You know what I mean? I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not going to go back and forth with this dude. There is no back and forth. I am not going to like, I don't know if people were actually entertained by that. I resent that a lot. That's not my legacy. That's not what my social media is for. It is not. And I'm going to tell you something. Those people, I have several criminal as well as civil cases against all of those people. And they don't have enough decency to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. They don't. They're disgusting people. I'm just telling y'all the truth, because I want nothing to do with them. And then at first they tried to convince me, because you ain't gonna convince me of shit ever. Tried to convince me, well, you talking about us. Uh you just dropped revenge porn on me. Because they got a hold of some revenge. Well, you know what? Here's the whole thing about it. If the work has already been put in, I've already done work to absolutely destroy and annihilate whoever drops revenge porn on me. Whoever watches it is cursed. Okay. And I just take all their energy. It's a fact. And especially it's a couple of websites that they uploaded revenge porn to. The person on the website didn't honor my DCMA takedown request. That person is probably either freaking sick or dying or something. Told this person to take my image down 3 years ago. So I've already done the work. Why would I have to sit up here and give a shit? You know what? It's just a bunch of confused, misogynistic, DL, ignorant males that think they are doing something. All of them have already been castrated. All of them are all of them, including the one that released it. And I don't believe in his current footage. I don't know. I'll have to see. I don't believe in it. I do not believe in it. I don't see how. The reason why I don't believe in it, well, I mean, it was dark in the video. Like, for me personally, I want them all to just deteriorate quickly, which is what they need. That's why they always have to be in denial. Whenever I'm on here cammed up and shit, they like, oh, you look so bad. And you know I look good and you know I look better than you. You know, you did all that bullshit and now you look like complete and total shit. You are falling the fuck apart. And that is what you deserve. That is what you will always deserve. These people are going around committing sex crimes against people and then trying to normalize it. That's what irritates me. You know what? When we take whatever we take away from this conversation, just know that it's a group of predators. Just know that. They try to cover it up and mask it with jokes and bullshit, but at the end of the day, those people known as the black sector are a bunch of criminals, stalkers, sex abusers, rapists. That's it. That's all. Stop trying to make it about something else. Stop trying to make it about love. That's what I was saying about the dude that I actually did date. That was a setup for the wet up, right? I was dumb enough at the time to think that this dude could, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what I was tripping off of at the time. I told you I think that somebody did some kind of love work on me because I was definitely not interested from the beginning, right? We all know that. It's disgusting. These people are disgusting. You don't have any credibility. You don't have any merit. You're a disgusting people that need to be in prison. Trying to make all this stuff up. They make up arguments just so that they can talk about me. They make up arguments with one another just so that they can talk about me. Do they not? And am I supposed to be freaked out by it? Is my life supposed to be torn down because of it? Because if nothing bad has happened to them yet, it will eventually. And I'm talking about something really bad. I'm not talking about, like the shit that I went through with being evicted. We all knew what the fuck the what's up was with that landlord. We all knew what it was. Ain't nobody gonna sit up here now. I'm talking about something really fucked up. I'm talking about stroke, heart attack. I'm talking about motherfucking car accident. I'm talking about motherfucking fucking explosions. I'm talking about some real fuck shit. For real, for real. Let's keep it a buck. These people do not deserve anything except for pain and suffering. And that's just a fact. I don't care what anybody says. You can, and see, it's a lot of people that are predator apologists. See, I'm not a predator apologist. I'm not really the warrior. I have warrior spirits and gods and goddesses that will fuck them up. And that's exactly what they deserve. So, and then especially you can tell that it's long-term drug use. These people think that they are above the law. These people think that, they can, they honestly do not realize how they look to the public. They don't. They're delusional. And I think it's got something to do with drugs. It's got to be drugs, and I believe it's methamphetamines because they're too angry. Years ago I heard somebody say that meth abuse causes a lot of anger, and then also it causes a lot of mental confusion. You know what I'm saying? And desperation, whatever it is they're trying to gain, by using my name. Oh, let me make myself look better by saying this about Jamila. Oh, let me claim that Jamila liked me because Jamila made the mistake of going on my panel. Oh, let's lie. Let's spin something. And when in reality is that these people, all of them, the like all of us, literally, like there's so many people that write to me, contact me. They're like, I just really wish that these people would go away and that we could just forget about them. And that's exactly what we do over here. We don't even think about them. They're never discussed. My children never hear about them. My grandmother, I said my grandmother. My grandmother definitely hears about them. My grandchildren never hear about them. Nobody talks about them. In fact, it was actually not a good thing because I had to sit down and tell my family some of the stuff. I had to sit down and kind of break it down for them because the rest of my family wasn't really, they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know anything about it. So, you know, this is absolutely insanity. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back. Oh, shit. So, anywho, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I only came and did this quick live, just and I noticed that somebody that comes on my panel, I noticed that this dude is harassing him by using a screenshotted picture of one of my supporters, and it's just like, you're an idiot. You're a complete idiot, and you have literally no credibility. No stalker has credibility, and no one wants good things for a stalker. That's a fact. The people that watch them, that they attack, loud, they're not the stalkers. Naturally, if you've got some crazy psycho stalking you in social media, you are going to be curious about whether or not they're still stalking you. So they'll say, "Oh, you stalking my page." Well, you're talking about me. Why? Every day. Oh no, it's love. It ain't gonna be love when you 6 feet under, honey. Cause that's all I want for my stalkers is for them to be dead. I don't want none of my stalkers to live. And and I'll stand on that. I have literally no feelings, no care. No, I don't like you. No, I don't care about you. No, you are not my brother. I'm not your brother. I'm not your sister. I'm nothing to you. You see what I'm saying? And then and let me just say this before I go, y'all. They'll say witches are evil. They'll say that witches are evil. Really? When we got that kind of bullshit going on, and you're gonna say witches are evil? Really? Wow. Well, you know what? As a witch, I take that as a fucking compliment, because honestly, you know what I'm saying? The situation could have been much worse. I remember when I was dating that crazy dude, that them trolls and whoever is controlling those people had that dude so messed up. He contacted me one day out of the blue, threatening to shoot me in the face. That's how crazy those people are. Now, was he really gonna shoot me in the face? No. But it's just the point for you to say that to somebody just out the blue like that. You know what I'm saying? This is a point for you to contact any woman, any mother, and say that to her just literally out of the blue. Just literally out of the blue. I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? Never had that before happen. I can honestly say, in all of my years of living, and dealing with men and being in relationships with men, I can honestly say that none of them have ever threatened to shoot me in my face. None of them. But I will tell y'all this. It feels good to be in a normal relationship with somebody. I cherish the time that me and him spend together so much, and I just want to spend more time with him, honestly. It feels so good to just be around a normal man, just to be able to sit and watch a movie with them and talk about the movie and never have to listen to a black sector show, and to just feel free, to feel liberated from that. You know what I'm saying? It's like a freaking, it's like a slice of heaven. You know what I'm saying? And I want the whole pie. Okay, for real, y'all. Like, it's great. There is no way in hell that I would ever, for the rest of my life, and I don't see how. And like, you got to not love your fucking self. I'm sorry. To want to stay wrapped up in that drama series that they done created on the internet because they too stupid and crazy to do anything else. There's no way I would ever want to be tied up with that for the rest of my damn life. I don't want to hear about it at all. And guess what? Never do I talk about it with my new man. I don't even talk. It's never even mentioned. I would never speak to him about that. Never. You know what I'm saying? I would never speak to him about that. I respect him too much. It's disgusting. Nobody wants to hear about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to be in that energy. Nobody even wants to hear about that energy. No, it's so stupid. It really is the dumbest thing you've ever seen in your life. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I just thought I'd come on here. Happy full moon to you guys. I am not a part of that group of people. They are not a part of me. They have no ties with me. I've been saying that for the longest. And that's the end of the story. And if you're a person that is addicted to that, you need to go get some help. If you're addicted to that drama, if you crave and need to hear them go back and forth, or hear some kind of go back and forth with that, yeah, I'm going to really suggest that you get some mental help. She's big. All right, y'all. I'm out here looking at the moon. I got to go. Y'all have a happy full moon, and I will be back with content that is related to this channel, which is healing. Y'all know that I'm a healer, right? And I protect my healing energy very well, obviously, don't I? Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Blessings and peace to y'all. Bye-bye.